Nollywood actor just called out Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid and Rema, and social media is on fire. He says that Afrobeat stars are enjoying global recognition but completely ignoring Nollywood. And of course, the comments are wild. Hi guys, welcome to Relufe Buzzard. And of course, this is Entertainment O'Clock, where we get to talk about your favorite celebrities and of course my favorite celebrities. This is where we have, chit chat about them and more importantly, insights into their life. And of course, that social media scoop, that one post that got funny reactions on social media. This is where we talk about it right here, of course, on Relufe TV. My name is AY with the double O, and of course, let's get to the gist zone. So, Nollywood actor Gideon Okeke has sparked serious conversation online while talking or referring to Nollywood actors not being celebrated. I mean, basically, it's just saying that Afrobeat stars are more celebrated, or Nigerian musicians are more celebrated, even globally, compared to Nollywood, and they're not getting the recognition that music is getting, right? And he said that, of course, for the music sector, Nollywood supports music, supports a lot of these Afrobeat stars, and they are left behind with no recognition and nothing to show for it. And he has simply asked just one direct question. Gideon Okeke is simply asking here and saying, do these Afrobeat stars even watch Nigerian films? And more importantly, he also asks, do they ever hype Nollywood the way Nollywood hypes them? Now, of course, we know that Gideon is not just ranting, and Gideon Okeke is not one to just, come out and say stuff, like that. So once in a while, when he comes out to spill things, I think he spills sense. And I also think that, more importantly, it does not take away the fact that Nollywood is Nollywood. The movies are shining through and doing what they're doing. But truth be told, are they really getting the same recognition? Not necessarily the same. Are they getting the same recognition that music is getting? Now, this is one of those conversations that people avoid, and regardless, we still have to talk about it. But first, I want you to drop it, more importantly, in the comment section. At the same time, though, should musicians be forced to promote films? Because this is like, you're shoving it up down their throat and saying that, help us do something, or I feel like, it's quite dicey, but I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment box, really. So, do you agree with Gideon Okeke? I'm throwing it to you, or do you think that he went too far with what he said? I believe it's not a competition, but at the same time, I think that it's just what is trending now. There have been conversations, I remember growing up, where, you're comparing maybe R&B and a particular actor. I think it's just time and season. And I think this season, music is in the conversation. Tomorrow, it could shift to Nollywood. Next tomorrow, it could shift to dancers, and a whole lot of that. But of course, do you agree with what Gideon Okeke has said? And do you also think that it's a wake-up call for Nollywood actors to do better? Let me know what you think about this in the comment box. Burna Boy did something on social media this week, and I mean, that app X is on lockdown. So he has given a 48 hours ultimatum to an ex-user in the name of Moses, and he said, just go and hide. And when they tell you just go and hide, it'd be like, it's a done deal. You are done for. Just go and die, literally, something like that. So I'll give a backstory. Right. Burna Boy's legal team, right, sent that, 48 hours ultimatum to an ex-user named Moses over a controversial tweet that he made in December. And this is something in relation to Burna Boy and American musician Diddy Combs. And it states that they have more than a working relationship. It goes, extends to something unethical, personal, saying that, something is going on between them and a whole lot of that. And Burna Boy's lawyers are here for it, right? They have talked about this tweet and they've described it as been exposed to online ridicule, right? So they have served Moses 48 hours ultimatum or face for the legal action. And Odogu Burna has said, just go and hide. So now, of course, just social media fans and of course commentators. Now they're in two parts. Some people are praising what Burna Boy has done, while some people are saying, "Oh, he should have done what Wizkid did, some time back when Wizkid also faced something similar. Wizkid was calm, yada yada yada." And I think that in this time of social media and social media era, serving people legal action is quite a bold move, right? And I think that this is also going to serve as a lesson to people that just, even if you are a blogger or whatnot, even if you just post to generate, because there's a lot of false narrative going on about celebrities, and not just even musicians, down to actors and all of that. I mean, same with Mercy Johnson Okoje, and I think we said that in the gist for last week, right? So a lot of narrative, if you are not certain about a particular information, do not put it out there. And if you also call you and say, "Oh, this thing that you said," and you cannot boldly say, "Oh, I said it, this is proof, you did it," then why are you coming out to spill stuff? More importantly, you're not an investigative journalist, or I don't really know, and the gist is not going to add 1 cent to anybody's account. But let me know what you guys think about that gist in the comment box. If I know some people are already saying that, "Oh, Burna Boy is this, we knew, we've always known him to be this, to be that." No, be my mouth you go, yes, say something happened to somebody. But let me know what you guys think about this Burna Boy and 48 hours stuff. We've seen people do worse, and in the end, nothing really happened. But let's hope that Odogu is really an Odogo. In another gist here, of course, this one is all congratulatory messages, right, for Toyin Abraham. Now, officially, she has joined the 1 billion box office club, and Funke Akindele's movie as well, behind the scenes, is smashing records like crazy, and over Auntie, of course, and as well as behind the scenes, just crossed 1 billion. But for Toyin Abraham, it's the first time. For Funke, she's just continued the billion gang. You understand it, right? Toyin Abraham's of Auntie has officially crossed the 1 billion mark in Nigerian cinemas, making it one of the top grossing Nollywood films ever, and the biggest ever for her first time. So this is the biggest so far for Toyin Abraham. Congratulations to Toyin Abraham, by the way. And for Funke Akindele, this is just extra good news, right? Because this is not the first billion, but I mean, this is now a whopping 2.4 billion naira at the box office, and this also makes her one of the biggest box office queens in Nollywood right now. And I'll say that this isn't just about the money, it's just about the growth. Genuinely, people are happy for these two. It's beyond just raking money and a whole lot of that. And I saw a video as well where the governor of Lagos State, someone who went to watch Funke Akindele's film, I was also commenting about it. And trust me, people would not just sit down and do things for propaganda and whatnot. I think it was an absolutely amazing film, and a whole lot of Nollywood stars have come out to praise these two people. They've done fantastically well, so good for themselves. Congratulations to Funke Akindele and Toyin Abraham. We're just saying congratulations here at this end. In another story, Rudeboy has given us a rude shock, right? And he has simply said he's not going to be dancing in videos anymore. And people trust fans to come out to rant. "Oh, I thought you used to dance. You started by dancing. We knew you to be a dancer. Yada, yada, yada." They used to dance as an item, like as a thing. When they were P-Square, they were dancers. Do you understand? Doesn't necessarily mean that the both of them love to dance. I think one person was more of a singer and the other person was more of a dancer right from time. That's what I've always known them to be. Personally, that's what I've always known them to be. I don't know about people. I've always perceived one of a singer, and but of course, I could not even like really know who pick who is who. I was much younger then. I just know that I think one of them really sings better and one, dances better than the other, right? So Rude Boy is saying that it's not going to be dancing in views anymore, and people think he's shading his brother, right? And someone said that a popular reaction online, that phrase said, "Same dance that made you," and people didn't let him forget that, right? And others have pointed out classics of other people like King Sunny Ade, who is much older but still dances energetically, implying that age should not be an excuse, because he's saying he's too old to be dancing and all of that now. And some of course have said that he's indirectly shading Mr. P with his comments. And really, guys, I get it. artists grow, people evolve over time. The things that you wanted 10 years back, you don't even want them now. So how much more these people, like in our everyday to-day lives, some things I did 10 years ago, I don't want to do them anymore because I think I'm just grown past that level. Do you understand? Right. His signature brand used to be dancing, singing, and it's just natural. I understand that fans will expect it to keep going that way. Same with people like Funke Akindele. We know how, she dances so well and a whole lot of that. If she decides not to dance for movies anymore, it's a personal choice. Right. Does an artist have the right to change their style mid-career? Let me know what you think, right? It's the same way we've known Wizkid and some other artists for afrobeats, right? If tomorrow they decide to sing Fuji, is it allowed? And are you guys still going to love them for doing their thing, right? Let me know what you think about that in the comment box. This one is Nancy Isime, right? She's talked about the fact that she's ready to get married and a whole lot of, other gist like that, and people are dragging her, and I don't think that it's anybody's business what anyone decides to do with their life. She's saying she's 34 and that she's ready to hook up with a man or to be to wear someone's wedding band and a whole lot of that, right? And I think that I don't think at any point she has ever come out to say that she wasn't going to get married, or now she feels fulfilled now that she has some people just think, when I'm at peace, when I get to the peak of my career, I'm going to pick it up. Now I'm going to think about marriage, I'm going to think about settling down, and people would mistake that for now she's getting older and she's no more she's no more being picky, with her choice of men and all of that. What if, Mr. Right is not even coming her way? Because you all be tough on ladies on the internet. This one is Tonto Dikeh and her ex-husband Davido Churchill, right? And of course, they've been at loggerheads for so many years, right? And just recently, Tonto posted and said that, she has finally forgiven her ex-husband and that peace is going to reign and a whole lot of that, right? And this is about 10 years of public field, right? And fans are freaking out. So many people are bashing Tonto because they feel like, why are you the one saying you're forgiving him all of a sudden? He should be the one, to forgive you, because what you said, and I remember a particular influencer on Instagram said, what Tonto set Davido Churchill for is not it's going to take a whole lifetime to erase it. And I totally agree, because I'm happy that I was able to pick up his life again, get married, have other kids. And in his post as well, or his comment, he also did say that for the first time ever since his child was born, his child did call him daddy, and that's something that is happy to hear. But genuinely, I'm happy for the two of them. Whoever forgives who is not important. Let love lead. That's what's most important. And more importantly, I think it's also good that he has his son back in his life. But let me also know what you guys think about that in the comment box. And of course, that's a wrap on the gist. So now next up is social media scoop. All right, let's get to social media scoop. This one is from Pella. As much as I don't like to talk anything that has to do with Pella, but when it's trending, what do I do, right? So this one says, 2 days after starting university, streamer Pella drops out and vows never to return. Yeah, I saw that video where he said he has gotten admission and a whole lot of that. Now, in a voice note that has gone viral, Pella announced that he will not be returning to school anytime soon. He explained that he cannot spend 7 hours in a classroom without making any money. Olodo before. He said that he would rather wait until he turns 40 before going back. And he has also described the experience of sitting in class for hours, writing and listening without earning as frustrating. He said, I will now sit inside class for like 7 hours and be writing and looking and play, not making anything, God forbid. He also shared his observation about the age of his classmates, noting that many of them were older. He said when he entered the school, he saw that everybody is old and he needs to also get to like 30 or 40 before he will go to school. He concluded the voice note by saying he's tired and needs a break from the classroom environment. I think I need to breathe. I feel like I feel like Pella just needs to grow beyond all of this. I think in the next 10 years, if he's still doing this, then we can now say, okay, there's a problem. But let's give him 5, 8, 10 years to grow, to evolve, and then see if it's going to be the same. Because that's all I have to say when it comes to Pella. Let's get to the comment section. One comment here says, sure. Another comment says, you think saying a play unless it's not the law I studied. Another comment says, all he needs is a private teacher and a good manager. I don't think those ones will be able to do anything with Pella. Someone says he dropped out too fast. He has not even started the main law. Come on, just 2 days. He is strong and healthy. I don't think Egungun will hear the last of this comment of being strong and healthy. Another comment says, I don't think he got any admission. Another comment says he needs to start from GSS 3. You people, you guys are wicked. Someone says school isn't easy for real. When I completed my master's degree 11 years ago, I was like, no PhD. Please, I don't even want to finish this comment here. Just bragging. Someone says fastest. This is the fastest dropout in history. I promise you, I've never seen any dropout this 2 days. I think it wasn't even meant for school. Like, how can you not even stay in school for a week? Or maybe you didn't even get any admission in the first place. What if he was just trying to trend? Another one says you don't drop out. Title that one. Isha don't get dropout. Title that one. Another comment says, but what is he going to do on campus really? What he needs is the right exposure and probably get a university tutor. He cannot survive in the four walls of a university environment. This is that you guys don't understand. He say you know one go school, you say you should get a private. What's a private tutor going to do? Do you understand? If someone that cannot survive while there are so many, what's he going to do privately? Nothing. I think he was just not meant to go to school. At least not now. He said when he's 30 or 40, he's going to go back to school. So let's just leave it at that. I mean, but the comments are hilarious, by the way. And it is a wrap on today's episode of Relufe Boss Zone. Let me know if you guys enjoyed watching this video, because I absolutely enjoyed talking to the camera and of course talking to you more importantly, and I'm sure that you're definitely going to enjoy it. And more importantly, please drop comments on the comment box. Don't let my talk go through waste, and do not forget to follow across all socials, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok. It is all at Relufe TV. My name is AY with a double O. Thank you so much for watching, and of course I'll be joining you on another episode of Relufe Boss Zone. Bye.